Big up, everybody. It's your girl, Sophie So, back here on Sophia's Football Talk for a preview as we're going to be talking about Man United's first home game of 2025. This time it's going to be, I believe, ball, bottom of the table, Southampton. And let's just say, I need some goals. I need some goals indeed. But either way, give this video here a big thumbs up. Welcome everybody and subscribe if you're new here as we are on the road to, I was about to say 5K, but we're past that. So big up to y'all, but we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. So yes, 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 yes. Grab yourself something to drink, something to eat, and let's indulge into all things Man United. So before we obviously talk about tomorrow's game, I like to do some Man United news talks. What's been out there in the streets of Manchester and all that. Um, Consider becoming also a SFT member of my YouTube channel. Another way to support the channel, of course. And the link is in the description, but the chat. So yeah, big up to Gift as we are live on Facebook and on Twitch as well. Let's start off. So, Napoli, I don't know how true this is, reported by, I believe, a Napoli related, what should I say, news outlet, Mattino di Napoli, which are stating really not that many minutes ago that Napoli have reached an agreement in principle with Alejandro Garnacho's entourage on a potential 5-year contract. However, Man United want 70 million and Napoli don't want to pay more than 50. So we have to wait. With that, Fabrizio Romano also prior to that himself did say that Garnacho is a dream signing for Napoli. They really appreciate him internally and believe he's perfect for them. Garnacho is also the dream signing for Antonio Conte, who's in love with the player. Napoli are being realistic. They know Manchester United want big money, but you know, Napoli don't really want to pay that much. The transfer depends on Napoli's budget and if they want to invest big money. Napoli, listen up. If you want Garnacho, which is fine, you gotta pay up. I, as a Man United fan, I'm done tired with undervaluing, what should I say, selling our players. I'm tired of it. I don't want to be. I still am kind of angry with the fact that I generally feel like we undersold, undervalued Scott McTominay. He went to Napoli as well. We should have asked for more money. And this was even before he went out to do as well as he has been. He's in the title race for Napoli alongside, against an Inter, Atalanta in it as well. So he be cooking. And he's been very important for Napoli. But I do wish that we would have asked for more money, especially even now, knowing how well he has been doing. But either here or there, it is what it is. So I don't want us to make the same mistake as we did with Scott McTominay. Obviously, we'll be getting more money for Garnacho than we did for a McTominay just due to the age difference itself, with the fact that Garnacho is so much more younger, in his early 20s and whatnot. But either way, I am saying I can accept minimum 55. Minimum. I would love to get like 60 plus, but minimum 55. I'm not going lower than that. Because we also do need to think if they want him now, then we should keep the cards closer to our chest. They now have sold Kvaratskhelia to PSG. So they need to get somebody that can help them out on that left-hand side. That's Garnacho. Either way, that's him. So, therefore, we are not in a rush to sell Garnacho. So technically, we should be calm. If y'all want him, pay up or hush. That is my new mindset for 2025. Pay up or hush. Probably should put that on the shirt. But hey, we move. So we'll see. But I'll definitely keep you guys updated on if I hear anything else in regards to Garnacho. So yeah. Yep. Keep getting the likes up, by the way, people. Big up to Dark Crow. Hope you're doing well, my mate. So we have more though. And more outgoings. Man United are in ongoing talks with a number of clubs, including Real Betis, over loan for Anthony, reported by Melissa Reddy on and Sky Sports Set, I believe, as well. So, I mean, let's be honest, Anthony hasn't really been used that much, even at the latter stages of Ten Hag's tenure at Man United. We now see him even being used less under Amorim. And I did tell you guys, I was like, I tried, y'all know me. Dark Crow knows I give players time. But I'm also the person when I know when I reach a point, it's just, we can't do it no more. We're past that. I'm past that. He's now been in what, 2.5 years now? I was done after maybe a year and a half. That was when I was like, nah, halas. It's finished. I can't do it. So respectfully, I if I could pick, I would terminate Anthony's contract right here, right now. I would utterly just finish it because I can't be bothered. Respectfully, I can't. But we have to wait and see. But it looks to be that he probably will be having. I think he, alongside of course Rashford, who we will talk about. Also, no, Casemiro is also rumored to be leaving. Eriksen, Lindelöf. I mean, Lindelöf is injured, but whether he leaves now or summer, he will be leaving. But there are like a handful of players that will be leaving already, probably now in January. I'm a bit shocked that Garnacho potentially could be leaving in January, but at the same time, I won't be shocked if he stays. But it's more so like the fact that he's been rumored to go. But hey, I digress. There was more Rashford. So meeting is underway. This was reported hours ago when I was at work, actually. So a meeting is underway between Marcus Rashford's agents and AC Milan, who hope to obtain the player's approval in the next few hours, decisive hours, reported by Corriere. Um, yep. So Rashi will be going, and I've been saying I did. I don't know if y'all checked out the video that I posted on Monday about Rashford, like which club would Rashford go to, or should Rashford go to? And I did say Milan probably should be the more plausible, the more realistic move. And yeah, Milan aren't really killing it in Serie A. Did end up winning, the freaking cup, one of the cups, or in Italy against, my second team Inter, unfortunately, as Inter bottled it. But what can you do? So there are opportunities of making Milan great again, maybe per se. Maybe not exactly this season, but at least try to salvage the season some way, somehow, is definitely a possibility in my books, at least. So I do think, and with the fact that he has several of the former Chelsea players there that he is familiar with, might probably even be friends with, would make sense for him to go there. And also, of course, freaking hell, the director. I don't know if exactly if Zlatan is the technical director or if he's sporting director, but he's one of the directors. And he used to play with Rashford when Rashford first broke through to the first team. So, to somebody that knows him well, that can help him out, I think that could be Zlatan. Wouldn't mind that at all. No, they're not really outgoing, but it looks to be somebody that might be staying, but that was rumored to go out on loan, is called Toby Collier. So the academy, we can basically say graduate because I feel like we probably will see him um, be more and more installed into this first team squad. Maybe not starting week in and week out, but I think we'll see him probably more and more in the squad. And I've been saying, I, you know, the last few seasons we've been kind of, obviously we saw Garnacho getting, his breakthrough uh, from the academy into the first team, and it's become, obviously a shoehorn in the squad, made a name for himself. Copy Main was last season. This season, I was saying I think it'll be Toby Collier, but then again, when we started off this season, we haven't seen him be used that much. Then he's been injured, and I was thinking maybe Raymond Amorim doesn't rate him like that, as he was linked to go on loan. I believe Ruud van Nistelrooy was interested to get him on loan at Leicester, but now, reported by Laurie Whitwell, Ruben Amorim wants to keep Toby Collier at Man United this month. The club now have no intention to loan him out, and I'm very happy with that. I think it almost looks like he's grown a bit more in terms of like the physicality. The way he played when he came in against Arsenal to me was hella impressive. So I'm really proud of Toby Collier, and I genuinely think that he'll have a breakthrough season for sure. He might be more so like, with the fact that Casemiro probably is leaving, he'll be the guy that comes in. He'll be the substitutions that Casemiro probably would have been instead, if that makes sense. So yeah, but hey, I'll take it. Great, Dark Crow. Good to hear that you're doing great. Exclusive by the Man United when it comes to incomings. They've added Nene Dorgeles from RB Salzburg to their list of options for January/summer. The winger from Mali being monitored by the club, and initial talks to be informed on the price package took place. Man United keep working on that before making a decision. I think I heard about this was reported yesterday by a couple of different outlets. I think it might have been Santi as well, potentially, or maybe a Plattenberg, one of the two. And Man United, Spurs, but also Arsenal have gathered information on Brian Mbeumo and could try to sign him before the end of the transfer window. Reported by Fabrice Hawkins. I would love a Brian Mbeumo. I think Brian Mbeumo, no disrespect to Brentford, he needs a bigger move. I can see him going into like one of the traditional top 16, 100%. I can see him come to Man United, Spurs, Arsenal, obviously the teams that have been linked. If Chelsea didn't even have that many wingers, then probably I think that could have worked. City now, they're kind of set with the wingers, so I think they'll be okay. Liverpool potentially, if Luis Diaz leaves, then maybe, you know, maybe even Darwin Nunes, as he can also play up top. It's just so many opportunities. But if we're not going to get a striker right now, and let's say we end up, of course, getting like a Victor Jokeres in the summer, then I wouldn't mind getting a Brian Mbeumo right now. I think he would cook. That guy knows how to like score goals when a team is struggling, where you have to dig deep, literally dig deep, to be able to score goals. So for me, sorry, I got something in my eye. Ooh. I do think that he will be a great addition to Man United. We have to wait and see. Let's get into the game. We already talked 20 minutes now, basically, on all things news. So now for the remaining minutes, we need to talk about the game. But I will try to be able to timestamp this so that to those of you who are watching this replay, you can just go straight into the actual game instead of having to watch the news if you don't want to. But before we do, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So Obviously, we're going to be facing now Southampton. Let me double check the league table again. I'm pretty sure they are at the bottom. I mean, they should be. No disrespect. No disrespect, but they probably are most likely at, and they are freaking hell with 6 points. I mean, they sacked their former manager as well. Did they bring in a new one? I think they did. So, but they've been struggling with only 6 points. So they've gotten one win, three draws, and 16 losses. They've got minus 32 um, goal difference. Freaking hell. So let's just say they struggling, and I won't be shocked if they get relegated. But hey, you kind of did it to yourself, buddy. But last time we did face them, I believe we did win three. That was I'm pretty. Was that the time when that wasn't? I'm wait. I think I had a hair appointment where I did my braids that day, and I think I might have seen trying to think. What? Let me double check here. Southampton and United. Let me see here. What date was that? Yeah, September. Yeah. I'm pretty. I might have actually watched the game at the hairdresser. I think I did. September 14th. Yep. And I think I was literally when I was just about to go. Then they got a penalty, but then I think who the hell was it that missed the penalty? Let me see the team. Archer, I think it was him, missed the pen. And then after that, they got themselves. And technically, we ended up scoring. The lead scored his first goal. Rashi, funny enough, scored. And then Stevens got himself sent off with the red card. Garnacho then scored the third goal in 96 minutes. And, the game was finito, halas, over by then. So, yeah, but to be fair, though, in that game, even though it's a 3-0, up until that penalty, they were bopping us off the park. Dalla was, playing, of course, a wing back as he has been doing, and he was struggling against a 18-year-old Tyler Dibling, who exciting player, by the way, techie indeed. So definitely need to be mindful of him for sure for the game tomorrow, but we should still manage. And as well, that was the away game. We won 3-0. I expect us to win this. If we are able to draw and play, have a great performance against Liverpool, 2 weeks back, and then win against Arsenal. Yes, it wasn't the best performance, maybe, especially in the first time. It wasn't the greatest, but we defended very well. It wasn't the prettiest of football and yada, 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 but the fight was there. When, we showed up for the occasion, we won on pens. So I'm just hoping that we are able to kind of emulate and be able to do that against the smaller teams because the struggle, to be fair, this season, especially under Amorim, hasn't really been against our peers or the teams that are better than us. It's been more so against the teams that are lower or amongst us in the league table that we should on paper realistically and respectfully we should be winning against, but we just haven't. So I think there can't be any excuses. We have to go on a run. We have a pretty, to be fair, favorable run of games, run of fixtures that are coming up, both in the league but also in cup games as well. So respectfully, we should be. Whether or not we will, that is a question for another day, but we should. Right now, of course, we have to focusing on this game, and then I'll talk more about the next upcoming games, probably on the reaction video tomorrow as we're live. But team news though for Man United. So we have Dallos absent with the fact that he got himself sent off with a yellow card, two yellow cards. Dum dum. And he has been annoying the crap out of me for some time now. He really has been. So for me, I ain't gonna lie. Yes, I was hella pissed when he got sent off. I feel like if we would have, you know, not gone through, not won against Arsenal, then I would have blamed him and the ref, that dog on. If I see him, it's on sight. Andrew Medley, that guy, you know. So with Dallo, he's gonna be kind of sitting this one out. So this is the first time he's missed the United match all season. Um, and that will then give Ruben Amorim an opportunity to either have Malacia as a left wing back, or you can then bring Nusar Mazraoui as the left wing back, and then you put maybe an attacking option as Ahmed on the right wing back, or maybe Garnacho, or even Anthony. So there are options. Um, so I'm also thinking that Dallo rest, take some rest, take some time. Toby Collier played left back for the Reds against Barnsley in September. That's his last senior outing before an impressive cup cameo for the youngster in North London uh, game. So he should be available for tomorrow's game. Whether or not he plays the left back this time, I don't think so. Well, you never know. Mason Mount and Luke Shaw are continuing the recovery at Carrington with both players sidelined of late. And Bayondit, of course, he was the hero, my man of the match against Arsenal. But let's be honest, Andre Onana, he's been playing all of the 58 Premier League fixtures since joining Man United back in the summer of 2023. So we're still going to be seeing Onana. Team news for Southampton. Ivan Juric secured his first victory as Saints manager on Sunday when Tyler Dibling's double, oh damn, I didn't even know, helped the South Coast club beat Swansea City 3-0 in the Emirates FA Cup. Kamaldeen Sulemana scored his first goal for the Saints in the 20th month. And Juric said this is a new beginning for the Ghana international. Juric largely stuck with his league um, starting 11 for the fixture with Ryan Manning and Mateus Fernandes, the only replacements for Nathan Wood and Paul Onacho after the 5-0 home reverse to Brentford. Ooh, yikes. Jack Stevens was sent off in the 3-0 win at St. Mary's, obviously, when we play them in September, will miss the game through injury, while Ross Stewart is also sidelined. Flynn Downs has just started training again following the thigh issue he suffered on Boxing Day. So there you have it for the team news for both teams. Big up editors will catch playback. Hope we smash this relegation fodder. Big up to you. Yes, I mean, we should. I will let y'all know my score prediction at the end, as I always do, but I am expecting, like, if you can't do that against a Southampton at home, when we actually did beat them 3-0 away, and yes, we struggled at the beginning of the game, and when they missed the penalty, the game turned, completely upside down. And the red card, let's be honest, that didn't come before the 79th minute. Before then, we were 2 goals up. So I respect this to be a comfortable win. It should be. But Man United tends to make things difficult. Even Bruno, after the Liverpool game, said, how can we, we play like this, but then again, why can't we do that against the other teams? Some of the, teams that we should be winning. And he even questions, criticizes his own performance, which I respected. I did respect. So I just hope that it can't just be all talk. It has to be, you got to do the work, But yeah, so my starting 11 for tomorrow's game, what I think we will see. Obviously, Onana, that's a given. I was first I was thinking it was going to be obviously Leach out the Lick Maguire. But then I was thinking, what if Euro actually starts now, though? I'm thinking, I guess Southampton. I think Euro should start, you know? I think Euro should start. And the only thing with Leach, but then again, we don't have any injuries. I think Leach did like look like he was finished completely. Obviously, played that many minutes, 120 plus minutes, right, against Arsenal in the FA Cup. So and even was able to take the pen, and what a great pen it was, by the way. But um, I wouldn't mind if he can rest because I'm thinking that would be smart. Because we are facing also Brighton, even though that is at home, but Brighton is our bogey team in the league for the past few seasons now, and we will be facing them on Sunday. So if I could rest some players, then I would. Therefore, I'm thinking bring Euro in. That we already know won't be playing because he's suspended. So the wing backs for me will probably be Mazraoui as the left wing back, and I'm thinking let's see Ahmad as that right wing back. Why not? Pivot still Meno and Ugarte. I don't mind that whatsoever. In the tens, I'm thinking maybe you bring Garnacho. Garnacho been doing well when he coming off the bench and back-to-back GAs with getting assists and smart, great assists, by the way. At that, so I do have to applaud that for sure. But I think maybe he'll start, and of course Bruno. And you know who I think deserves to definitely start this game? That is Joshua Zirkzee, 100% with the wonderful cameo, wonderful you know, substitution. Him scoring then the deciding penalty to get us through to the next round of the FA Cup, knocking out one of our arch nemesis in Arsenal. Hey, hey, I yes. Therefore, let him start. Because Hojlund, while now, kind of been tracked respectfully. So sorry, but it's okay to be honest. It hasn't been good whatsoever. So therefore, I do think that we need to let him be on the bench, and I think maybe he can do something coming up from the bench. Let him rest for a little bit. Do let me know what you guys are thinking, who you think will be starting. But that's just kind of what I see will happen tomorrow. I could be wrong, especially with the center backs. I'm not completely sure. And even with the wing backs, you don't know. But I think with the rest of it, I think that might be the case. But you never know. Yes, hitting you customary like. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you. So for score prediction before we slowly but surely wrap up this stream, my score prediction, and I want to hear your guys' score prediction as well in the chat. My score prediction will be 3-0 Man United again. A strong 3-0 to Man United. But if we can, you know how we slapped that, was it Barnsley 7-0? I would love to do that again. Remember when we slapped up Southampton 9-0? Was it 2019 or something? Oh, 2021 it might have been. Would love to do that again. I would love to be like, can we be the first team to get like 10-0? That'd be great. But to be fair, if we can get 3, 4, 5, hey, hope Zirkzee can score again. Hope Hojlund, especially the players that need it a little bit. Then I'm gonna say yes. But to be fair, I would love to like Eddie says 4-1, something like that. I would prefer it 100%. I also would like to have a clean sheet. First, I was saying maybe it's gonna be 3-1. That could happen, but I'm gonna hope that we don't concede and we score multiple. I need us to just cook, please. I want it to be more games where it can be like, oh, this was like you see City drop points yesterday, Chelsea drop points yesterday, Liverpool drop points yesterday, and of course we're not in amongst it, but it's just nice to see them dropping points. And then today, let's say Arsenal win against Spurs, they might actually drop. Wait, where are we? We're 13, aren't we in the league? Or have we dropped down to 14? I don't even know. No, we're 14 again. think it might have been Brent of West Ham. Yeah, they're ahead of us. Damn it. Damn it. But if we not if we better win. Let's say we winning against Southampton, then we will then be 12th. So not many, we'll knock West Ham out of it. But it depends though, Spurs. As long as Spurs don't win. But then you know what? Spurs Arsenal game, let it be a draw. I think that would be favorable for to not see Arsenal do anything, but at the same time also not see Spurs going ahead of us. Spurs that's been laughing at us, and Chelsea especially. Let me look at the table. Okay, so they're fourth. They're fourth. They were lucky that they didn't lose all the didn't get that point. But to be fair, they still would have been fourth, I think. But then again, Newcastle will be playing, so to be fair, they could still be knocked down. Because Newcastle, if they win, the Newcastle will actually be. Oh my God! If Newcastle win, they will be fourth. You know what I hope? I hope Nottingham Forest does a Leicester. To hell with Liverpool. To hell with Chelsea, Arsenal, City, and all of that. Nottingham Forest, become great again. Do us a favor. Do a Leicester. Let's see a Leicester. Let's see a Leicester almost 10 years later. Let's see a Leicester. Why not? Seriously. It was wonderful seeing Leicester win the league. Dunking on Arsenal and Spurs. Let's see it again. Let's see a team that has no business of winning actually winning. So you know what? I'm backing Nottingham Forest all the way. Do I think they're going to do it? No. I do think Liverpool probably is going to do it, but they're just making it a bit too difficult for themselves. I don't know why Liverpool aren't. If I was a Liverpool fan, I would be like, excuse me? You see your fellow, clubs, top clubs are dropping points left and right, and y'all don't want to run with it. Y'all are trying to make this an interesting title race. No, screw the title race. Like I would be angry and be like, "What the hell are you doing? Why are we dropping points? Why?" You know. But it all goes down to the North London Derby, which will be in about 14 minutes, and I'll be enjoying myself with that. Pick up Eddie said, have a good night, Sophia. Yeah, I think Liverpool will do it. They are probably thrilled. Yeah. But good night, you as well, broski. Good night. So I'm gonna be ending it here. I'll be watching the North London Derby, also into the play Bologna. So got some great games tonight, and of course United Southampton. So people, I'll be live again tomorrow, straight after the Man United versus Southampton game. So make sure that you are there. Show some love. Like this video here on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Glory, glory, Man United. And Forza Inter. Bye-bye.